Hello, fat fans. Welcome to Busy Word. James Toney, the legend, has stated that Anthony Oluwafemi Olacheni Joshua is the best heavyweight in the world. You know, looking at his record, looking at the achievement he's made so far, you cannot compare his resume with the rest of boxers right now, especially the likes of Wilder and Fury. So, you know, we all know James Nathaniel Toney is a guy that rarely give compliments, to any boxer. For him to say Joshua is the best heavyweight in the world, that is something very special, in my opinion. Because we rarely hear legends, talk good about current, champions in boxing, especially when it comes to the heavyweight division. James Toney, a guy who has held multiple world championships, in three weight classes, including the IBF and linear middleweight titles, from 1991 to 1993. He also had the IBF super middleweight title from 93 to 94 and the IBF cruiserweight title in 2003. This guy has also challenged twice for a world heavyweight title in 2005 and 2006, and of course was victorious the first time but was later stripped due to a failed drug test overall. He competed in 15 world title fights across four weight classes. When you talk about boxing, the sweet science, there is no way that you cannot count or brand James Toney as one of the greats. James Toney, Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, Antonio Tava. These guys are greats. And James Toney, looking at his record, he's super. He beat a lot of guys, including even Holyfield as well. He has an unblemished record. This is why I always have something to say when it comes to, I don't want to mention his name now, but let me just say, Lennox Lewis. It is very logical for a guy who is a legend like Lennox Lewis to see the bright side of things, especially speaking facts. But instead, since Lennox Lewis works with PBC or works for them and don't want to criticize them, don't want to say anything about them, he then, you know, allow his enviness, his jealousy to actually be more visible than the real him. You know, we know the real Louis we actually give Joshua credit. We know that. We know that he knows deep down that Joshua is the best ever in the world, but he never says it. At one point he said, well, we don't know yet. We don't know who's the best. These three have to fight themselves and other stuff. But if you look at the resume of the three guys, you will see that Anthony Joshua has actually done more than any of the other guys. Joshua, Wilder, Fury, and other stuff. And in less time as well, he's the current unified heavyweight champion. The same Wilder who people say is dangerous turned down the sum of $120 million deal from days on. So don't tell me rubbish. If you really want to fight, you fight. So James Toney is one of those guys who is a legend. And when you see the guy, you know he's a real one. I mean, If you're not the best, James Toney don't say it, and James Toney hardly give anyone credit. So I'm very pleased with what he has to say, and also a lot of people who are real boxing fans know this and feel this way. They know Joshua is the best, but hey, all these PBC fanboys and all those guys who hate Joshua for one reason or another, I don't know why, but a lot of them just don't like the guy. They say maybe he's too humble. This guy did not actually, had the they don't come from a good household, a family-oriented background, you know what I mean? So he's just kind of different culture, I have to say. So when they see Joshua, they see like a guy trying to act a certain way, but it's not. It's just the culture. We grow up in a Nigerian household. You've got to be always humble. When you're not humble, you don't really get that far, in my opinion. And all Nigerians know this. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think about what James Toney just said? In my opinion, I think James Toney is definitely right. 100% Joshua is the best heavyweight in the world until beaten. But since guys like Water and Fury all want to make excuses when it's time to fight Joshua, there should be no doubt. But those guys still keep thinking that they are the best and all stuff like that. You've got to prove it. I know Fury is good anyway. Fury is good, but he's not the best heavyweight in the world. It does not even have a belt. And also, after he beat Vladimir Klitschko, he did not defend it once. Okay, so let's all keep it real, guys. Like the video, share, give your thoughts below, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. And please go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Blog Center, and as well on Twitter at Boxing Blog. DM me, write me, say shit to me, whatever you can say. I don't really care. I respect everyone's opinion. Every opinion matters, in my opinion. That's just how it is. Cheers, guys.